Got ourselves Lucy over for the team 1, ready to go. Oh, that's a really like simple mock for a monk, but I think it's kind of effective. And you get some fish. Nice little buff for XP. I like it off the bat. I don't know who this guy is, but I like him already. Look at him. Dude, it's so simple. Simple mocks, man. And XP got himself also just like a gray guardian or something. I don't even know what you call it. Got us Hugo over on the team too. We got us a stone and this mech with demoniac in the back of diabolicals. XP charging out. Blade storm, no blade storm. Parry up immediately. Leap over to Lucy. Trying to see if we can back away. Just trying to see if we can play that trickster monk away from Exy. Using mobility to escape. Blade storm big time. Fear onto Lucy as it's going to be reflect out for Exy. Could go for a karma. Laxube goes in for a bit of a trinket. I'm swapping the wrong guy. Karma to follow. This is where XP has a choice. Break through this karma or play it slow, and looks like he's just going in all muscle. Try to see if we can clean down Lucy together with Zoen. Quick heal for Lucy for the second. Got him some Spore Cloak to give him healing. No kick available for, oh no, he does actually have a kick as Lucy just goes in for a heal. Fear, it's going to be Fits of Fury to follow Lucy. May need to bail out of there. Oh, does go in for an execute. Was not going to back down from a challenge. Try to see if he can just fight the warrior man mode right now. As Rapid Fire going to try to see if he can swing across around the side. Got himself a mess on that team as well as Chicago, as well as Whisper in the back, just chilling. A Rapid Fire, got himself an angle, aim shot, ready to go. Got himself a decent opener. Definitely needs to get himself a full setup. Death Chakram is going to be up next, immediately stealing the weapon from the hunter, trying to deny some of the damage. Stormbolt to follow. If you can deny any of these big bursts, Rapid Fire is going to do quite a bit of damage. If he's got himself that explosive shot too, big damage for the explosive. Actually, just a huge portion of XP just disappears. Rapid Fire right after. Got himself lots of back-to-back Rapid Fire channels into a big execute, maybe another explosive. I think he's just done with explosive. Oh, the volley explosive, man, that is brutal. He's got himself 2 explosive shots that do 20% more damage. Rapid Fire does 15% more damage, and he also got a bleed thing whenever he crits that does like 25% of the damage as additional bleed, which is kind of nutty. Demonic is going to be the next hitter with a Hunter Survive though. Man is not going to be able to get himself a proper opener. Has to charge in, get himself kidney shot before Rapid Fire even has a chance to establish any of the traps. His Rogue needs that opener. Big damage on Rapid Fire. He's going to need someone for this one. Maybe Shadow Step by Demonic. Wants to go for a step. Turtle Shell, he's just bleeding out profusely. Got himself the Spore Cloak. It's going to give him a little bit of that cover. But Rapid Fire is definitely going to have to use some defenses. That's going to be Demonic taking that rogue momentum of Assassination, switching it to the pet, starts blasting out with bleeds and envenoms, trying to see if he can avoid Rapid Fire, waiting until next Shadow Step to get around these traps. It's going to be a couple explosions. Got himself a big shield, massive damage out of the rogue, big envenoms, just viciously stabbing, slicing right through the butchering the hunter. And mess up next, going to be immediate blind, could trinket, but he's not gonna save it. That's good. Moniac with a quick escape, quick blind, trying to see if he can get out of there. Does he got bleed still? He's mounted, so maybe he's still got a dot or two at mess. If he gets himself a good angle, Blaze Storm. I'm surprised you didn't end up walking past him. I thought a Blaze Storm has a bit more of a reach normally. It always has a bit of a bigger reach than you would think. Honestly, man. Gonna be a sap and mess, trying to see if he can maybe get something going here. Got himself eyes in case he wants to use the Demoniac. I think he might need to go for a bit of that hit and run in, put some bleeds, get to shot the guy, go for a spike, and just let the dots kind of rot a mess. I think that's what you kind of have to do. While your death mark is down, you don't have the biggest burst out there, but maybe whittling down the warrior might not be a bad go. Trying to go for a kidney shot. Stormbolt before you can go for a proper go behind the pillar. This way you want to make sure you get to escape. Bleeds, able to cloak shadows them, and it's actually giving him a little bit of the evasion too with that free cloak of shadows, Veil of Midnight. But it's still the warrior able to crack those defenses. Evasion up for the rogue. Got himself quite a few amount of poisons rolling to MS. It's going to be quite a bit of that dot damage. And Demoniac got himself evasion for a little bit longer, trying to see if he can just scuttle over towards the pillar. That's going to be Shockwave. Maybe enough for the warrior. Looking for those executes. Get a shot to follow. Does not have a human ratio for this one. I think the rogue actually wins this one. The dots are rolling a mess. Got himself Violent Cry, but it just borrowed health. All these dots are bleeding him out. I think it's just over. Got himself Reflect. Parry to follow. Catching up healing. Oh, that heal catch up from Demoniac. That was huge. But I think it's still dead, right? Violent Cry is going to fall off. If you got dots in you while Violent Cry falls off, you're dead. Wait, are you still bleeding? Second wind? Oh, still dotted. Hold on a second. You could die. Hold on. Violent Cry must have fallen off by now, right? Second wind. Wait. Sap. Oh, kidney shot? No outs. It's over. I was looking at his health. I was like, second wind. Is it gonna kick in or not? Trying to get himself a big go versus Whisper. Got himself Death Shock, Death Mark. Whisper can't really stop the blades. That's a lot of physical damage he can't really deal with easily. Demonic does not have a cloak, does not have evasion, does not have vanish anymore. So it's really up to him to fight the Whisper. Got himself plenty of those big envenoms, and I think it's just, oh my goodness. The Death Mark hits differently, man. Quite a bit of damage. Got the Hunter's crit. Rapid Fire, I think Rapid Fire is a nice guy. I mean, I don't know him in person like that or nothing, but I thought he did pretty well. Big explosives, it is kind of good. The explosives are kind of good. It is a lot of damage from behind the pillar. Nothing you could really do to stop that kind of damage. You can't really affect it, nothing. It is a little rough on that end. Big damage onto Chicago though. Even Chicago is starting to feel a little bit of pressure from this rogue. This guy's kind of vicious. This rogue, man. Assassination may be back in play. Double Shadow Strike, or not Shadow Strike. What's it called? What are they called? Spikes? Bone spikes? Get a shot on Chicago. Does have a trinket for this one. Demonic is going to play it safe. Cloak or Shadows? No, not available. Blind instead. That's going to be Earth Elemental chasing after him, but he's going to throw a dagger at the Earth Ellie. Looking to see if he can get himself a slow into Earth Ellie. Maybe catch himself a resell. Does wait long enough for advantage, but no, cannot really even use it. That is going to be rude to follow. There goes the Spore Cloak. Demon Doggers, or Demon Doggers. Feral Doggers, Feral Spirits are charging him. Gonna knock the rogue back. Got himself plenty of range. Maybe he gets a big wind strike. Chicago's trying to see if he can take down the rogue. Can they do it? Oh my goodness. Demoniac trying to see if he can slow down the whole army of pets. Trying to attack him as best as possible. Hit him through a wall. Chicago is gonna hit him with the crippling slow poisons though, which is unfortunate. Next killer shot can be really deadly. Demoniac, he knows Chicago doesn't have anything. Lasso, before he can really catch him. Maybe Sunder to end him right now. Oh, cheat death. Sunder, is it enough? Shadow Step? Oh, it does take him down. One little lash of a Storm Strike is going to take him. Stone, trying to give Chicago a bit of an honor duel. I like it. I like it. Well done. Rogues, by the way. Yeah. Yo, talk. At least they're not Subtlety, man. You know what I mean? Subtlety with advantage resets. It's an assassination. That guy is actually having to put in some work with those dots and cooldowns, and he doesn't just get, like, CDs back. So I got to give him credit. You know what I mean? He played really, really well. I'm not going to... I too, when I see rogue in duels, I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be a long game. And you guys know my proclivity for rogues, right? Especially when they just sit in stealth all the time. That's my class. Anyone, I can admit it. But like assassination, it's a little different, man. It's a little different. Chicago, is he just gonna blast out the pets? I think you are. Trying to see if we can get some flame shocks on to Stone. He's gonna have to find a way to get over there. Does have a wall back up. As long as you use it proactively, you might be okay. Explosive shot? No, poison instead on Chicago. Death Chakram, that might be worth using cooldowns though. Stun on Chicago. Does not have a trinket. Definitely needs to use something, anything. It's gonna be second stun. Burrow though, giving you a little bit of recovery. You're knocking those pets up in the air. Trying to go for a bit of healing, but it's gonna be a Spore Cloak shield, but it's not really giving you much of a protection anymore. This side to dampening. Might just need to pop a wall here. Trying to go for a bit of Bloodlust. Is it gonna be enough? The wall for Stone actually Turtle Shell instead needs to go for a little bit more Maelstrom off of these pets, trying to go for a bit of healing, is able to get maybe a little bit of recovery. Guardian Spirit's helping you recover quite a bit. This high dampening. Stone though got an angle on you every time he goes for kill commands. That is brutal, especially if you can combine that together with, oh my god, the pets he's sending at you. What are all these pets he's letting get the zoo versus you? What is happening? That's a lot of extra pets. That is a lot of pressure. Chicago has to deal with all those things. Oh my god, Battle Master can pull up. I think it might be over unless Chicago somehow squeaks out a victory. I don't know how they do it though. Oh no, no, no. Try to live it. Live. Survive. Maybe you can go Root Totem on the pets. Got himself Raptors onto Stone. Maybe you can use a Maelstrom. Trying to use Maelstrom to keep himself alive. Plenty of mana still available. Stone closing the gap. Maybe a little dangerous actually. Massive Elemental Blast. Oh, tricky for Chicago. Are you kidding me? How? How do you turn this one around, Chicago? And Hugo, I think, is going to try to give you as much. He's trying to give you an honor duel. He is trying to be respectful. He's trying to, like, scurry over to you. But he's trying to be very, very friendly. Very, very friendly. Chicago at no mana whatsoever. Goes in for a nice bow flame shock. Wants the Paladin to come at him. Normal wall, no trinket. The best you can do is maybe grounding a Hodge. That's all you can do. Stun. Knocks him back. Final wreck. I don't know if maybe if you can outrun him. Needs to go for as many souls as possible. Lasso. Trinket out of the Paladin. And Chicago does have mobility. It's going to be Pony back up. Maybe you can go for Root. I don't really know. You do have a Root Totem. Maybe. Trying to go for a bit of healing, but next stun could be really deadly. Sunder? Maybe Chicago can go for big Ascendance here. Sunder gives you quite a lot of damage right now with the tier set. This could be an opportunity. Trying to go for a bit of healing. Playing it super, super safe. Wall is available for Chicago. So if you pre-wall some kind of big damage, Bloodlust is available. Maybe this is where you can make a big go. If you could somehow interrupt him on Holy, that would be great. Grounding Totem for just a second. Oh no. Knockback. At least no wings for the Paladin. At least that's you one big opportunity. Burrow, no wings. Maybe Ascendance away, Burrow? Ascendance Burrow combo? Yes, Ascendance. Try to see if we can walk around control the minutes. Oh, that is the play, man. I think that's all you could do at the end. Wait, you had a wall back up and a Guardian last second. That is rough. Demoniac with 3, by the way. Chicago with 2? Was it Chicago only 2? Apparently. Demoniac with 3, though, man. You gotta give the Rogues credit. Assassination didn't work. I am surprised Chicago lived that, though. I am. That blade looks great, by the way. I'm surprised Chicago lived that, man.